At Ball State, the colors were cardinal and white.
Mm-hmm.
For games, you mostly wore black.
Mm-hmm.
At San Diego State, the colors were black and red.
Yep.
You wore black.
Yep.
Why did you not wear red?
I don't wear red.
How come?
Number one, I think black probably is a little more slimming. But there's a school in Columbus that's red.
What would it take for you to wear red now?
I won't wear red.
You just mentioned that school in Columbus.
Yep.
You don't like to refer to them as Ohio State, just Ohio.
Right.
How come?
Why wouldn't you? Shorter, quicker.
So it's a time saver.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What does the rivalry of Ohio
Mm-hmm.
and Michigan mean to you?
It's huge. It's huge. There's no game like it. There's no rivalry like it. You know, the Civil War, I got to coach in for 6 years, and that was a huge rivalry, two schools 40 miles apart. But when you look at on a national level and national scale, and you talk about two teams, you know, and the history of it, and you know, the 10-year war that Woody and Bo had, and it just, there's so much to it. So many great players who played in it. The way that guys who come from the state of Ohio up to Michigan, and how they understand that rivalry, and guys who grew up in this state and they understand that rivalry, and just the intensity of the whole thing is, it's the funnest week of the year.
What's your favorite Michigan tradition?
Oh, geez, there's so many. I tell you what, the band coming out of the tunnel.
Presenting the Michigan Marching Band.
In the Michigan band, there's no band like it. You know, that fight song. There's no fight song like it anywhere. And, you know, just being a team. It's the greatest place in the world. And we're excited to be here.
Give me the Brady Hoke definition of a Michigan man.
Character, integrity, accountable, guys who have a great passion for the university and a great passion for this program. I think that kind of sums it up.
Who else of note contacted you once you got the Michigan job?
You know, well, the first three calls were from Tom, Brady, and Charles Woodson and Steve Hutchinson.
The first three calls?
Uh-huh.
What story do you like to tell about Tom?
Really, after he left Michigan, the first Super Bowl that New England won. And I remember as my wife and I and daughter, Kelly, we were watching the game, and I think there was a minute 37 left on the clock, and St. Louis had scored, and I said, they left him too much time. They did, and because that year, his senior year here, I think there were 4 to 6 games where we were behind in the second half, and Tom came in and did his job.
There has to be some part of you that's surprised how successful he became.
Probably so, but he was always a great team guy. I mean, he used to hang around with the defensive linemen, you know, James Hall, Pat Kratis, guys that I had coached. And so you knew that, you know, he had that ability to relate to a lot of different people. And he was a great leader, and he's so daggone smart. I mean, you're talking about an intelligent football player. He's an intelligent football player.